Hello everyone out there, and let's do something different tonight because I'm not so good about inventing new ideas what to pitch here for tonight, and I'm kind of being low right now again. I should confess it's because of some issues when went awry. Some things just didn't follow the way that I would expect them to follow, and stuff that went awry slightly or in a big way. We'll see how it unveils. There's ideas, not even ideas, my issues that I haven't solved yet to the degree that I want them to be solved. So, anyways, with the absence of any topics for tonight, let's do something describing kind of like activities, but only for the short footage of tonight. Because I won't be ranting for too long, because I'm fucking tired and worn out. I feel like I unloaded some barge with heavy gravel, and I still feel like I put so many just heavy sacks with gravel, and unloading that huge barge or train, wherever you would like to put it. I'm good with any 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 just definitions relating to that point. You know what I'm saying? Just what do we have here? You'll never guess what I'm having right now. See, let's do this item, and I have 3 items so far, and I'm gonna drop some words about each of those, and we'll see how it goes. So what do you have is translucent cap for my blader for shaving. It's like the cap for instant shaving blade, and it preserves that blade from being blunt or from cutting your fingers, or we'll be using it without this nicest cap and lid, I should say, or cap, whatever I would like to put it, like not a case, but presumably it's a lid or cap. I'd like to call it a cap. Let's call it cap all the way down this footage, and it's my world, it's my American. So the translucent cap is a rectangle shape. It's pretty nicely translucent. I can see things through these objects pretty clearly without any distortion, and the both longer sides of these is carved with uh, those holes, on each side of on each longer side of this rectangle shaped object. It's like they are carved like in the shape of from the one point of view. It's carved like rectangle shaped hull, and if you look at it from the upper side of this cap, it gives like some arch shaped hull, and the seal is like it's not volumetric hull, but the upper point of view gives you the image of being like carved, arch carved hull on the upper side of this nicest translucent uh, blade, instant blade cap. And if you look at it from the side of her longer side, you can get the picture of being like rectangle shaped hull, like, and the rectangle shaped hull is like on the downside. On the downside of this hull is like some tiny like part of it, like that intrudes into the premise of the hull, and it gives slightest like tooth, plastic made tooth, but again being like rectangle shaped tiny one. It intrudes into the premise of the hull, and it gives some pretty extraordinary shape to the whole item. And if you got something out of what's been said, then I'm not sure I will get after producing my materials what I said, but we'll see. Anyways, it's my American, so I'm shaping it and I'm ruling it right now. So what else do we have? We have the side parts that are pretty shorter than the longer ones, and they are like it's not like the shape that I know the name for, and It's like it's not triangle, it's not a rectangle to the fullest extent. See, we have the rectangle, but those shorter sides of that rectangle, they lean inwards slightly, and what do you call those shapes when they go like the bottom side is slightly longer than the upper one, and those sides they are leaning towards each other, going like not at a straight angle, bigger than a 90-degree angle on the upper part, when the sides of this rectangle flank to the upper side of this rectangle. At those points, the structure makes angles bigger than 90 degrees, and at the bottom side, this structure gives the angles slightly smaller than 90 degrees. Trapetia. I'm not sure. It's like distorted rectangle. I forgot what it was related to, this fucking distorted rectangle. Let's do what it has. It has the letters on it like X15. I don't know what it relates to, what it goes to, this X15. I hope it's like the item item name for better recognizing during production process, like the part of the whole product being produced in some factory, and for better recognition in the process of production. These subset of things named like covers for that instant blade, they're all like reside separately on the warehouse shelves, and for better recognition, maybe by robots, maybe by machines, or even human beings, they're marked like X15 for better recognition. It's like the part number, if you will. I guess the better definition is for these for kinds of things like this is part number. So we've done those shorter sides, we've done with all those longer ones, with those pretty extraordinary shaped holes on the sides of those longer sides, and we have the upper part is the only like bottom. If you turn it upside down, it becomes like some floating object. If it was put in the water like this way, upper side down, it would float on the surface of the water, even with those holes, because it's pretty not only like it's small, but it's very light, and because of lack of weight, it would be floating on the surface of the water instead of drowning, because the force that acts upon the bottom side, this is the bottom side right now, the force of the water that acts upon this side from the downside, being pointed like upwards, it pushes this object, tries to push this object out of the water, and the weight of this item, it drags the item down, and the balance appears somewhere in the midst, and it's like Archimedes force that acts on all items that are put in the water, and because of those forces of Archimedes, all objects that are pretty light of their weights then can float on the surface of the water, as soon as as well as this nice subject does. So we've done with this fucking item. We can move on to some second item that I'm having by my hand right now. It's the empty reel from my scotch tape that was black, and now it's empty because someday I unreel this black scotch completely out of this reel, and this reel made of it goes without saying, it's round shape. It's like for, I don't even know the reason why it's round shape. It's just round shape, and now can do all those like items that they've been related to written something on them. They're all like ordinary items being round shaped, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. As well as this nicest one. So this round shaped item is empty now because I unreeled all the black tape out of it in order to fix something, and I fixed it to, I don't remember what it was. That's not the point of today's video shoot. So it's empty now. It consists of the inner part, which is being white, and the outer side has been kind of grayish one, slightly light, even turning into goldish color, if you will, and it's pretty worn out with time, with my wrong attitudes being like kicked somewhere on the floor, living there, then living somewhere else after living on the floor, and then living on my that beloved hall tiny table that lives in my hall of my apartment, flanking to the wall. I like those way of things, that things are set by myself on the right places. And this nice item has been living there for maybe 2 years now. I keep it for no reason why. Maybe I've kept this nice item for this particular moment, for describing this item in front of you now. So which I'm doing this process very proudly right fucking now, because I'm coming down with my voice, and my right eye is itching right now. I don't know why, just maybe I got something in it. I'll check it after this video shoot will be made, and what else? It has nothing interesting in it. It has this torn edges, not being just sharp, like they're just torn and they're worn out, and what else? And nothing fucking extra except what's been said. So this reel is pretty it's not so old as the previous one, because it has even the some black tape scotch remained on it. It's not unreeled fully, because it has this tape on it, the black one, and it has pretty just more decent, it's in a more decent condition than the previous one, because it hasn't been worn with time to that extent that item was, and previous one, I mean. And what else? It has the tape, and yes, I guess that's about it. I'm talking too much regarding my current condition. I'm whining here, I know, again and again, and no can do, just me being whatever you would like to put me in adjective form, like being silly, being annoying, being perfect, being extraordinary, being American. I like myself being American and being weird at the same time. Is the winning combination that brings me up and goes as well and as far as I only can, as I only want that stuff to go. Is the me for describing something, doing in front of your eyes, just keep it doing on your own, if you will. Do what you want in your life. I'll be good with any just things in your lives, being just being on your own consideration. Only you get to decide what to do with your life, right? So that's about it. Take care and bye. Have a nice one.